Stereotype.
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 Stereotypes.
Stereotype.
Stereotype.
Yeah, I think we've all been stereotyped. I think probably to some extent.
In my geography classes, I see it a lot, like maybe even every day.
And we have to be careful about what we're saying and how we're portraying people.
I am more than my skin color, my age, my gender. I wish people would get to know each other.
I really wish they got to know me.
Not everything, but like I wish they just knew you better or just didn't even make assumptions, because assumptions normally just don't even lead to like a good place.
Know that I'm human, know that you're human, that like everyone has an element of humanity.
You know, it just becomes acceptable because everybody's saying it.
I mean, we don't realize it until we get a little bit older, and then we finally realize that we have been stereotyping all of our lives, and it's kind of just something that unintentionally happens when we're young.
Stereotype.
In this world, we're so quick to judge each other without knowing each other's full stories. Started by interviewing students, teachers, and other people we've met about what effects stereotyping has on people.
A lot of people said that as kids we were unintentionally taught to stereotype each other.
Based off of how we may look or an accent that we may have. And while stereotypes might be true, they don't always apply to everyone.
Which is why the target audience of our board game are the kids of the next generation.
Generation Alpha.
Immigrants have a lot of assumptions being made about them, whether that be why they left their country or how hard their journey was to get to where they are now. But we don't take the time to get to know their stories, and that's why we just decide to make assumptions about them. Traveling and leaving all that you know is already hard. It makes it even harder when you have people judging you all along the way. We want to lessen the amount of assumptions that are made about immigrants. We decided to make a board game.
The intention of this game is to help more people understand how hard it is for someone to leave everything they know to come to a new country when their future truly depends on it.
We're taking the real stories of immigrants and refugees to inspire our board game.
We decided to name the board game Cabrini.
The goal of the game is to immigrate from your country of origin to a more developed one.
We're all based on real events and real obstacles that one may face when migrating or immigrating to a new country.
Each playable character has their own story. The person you play and the country you start in is chosen at random at the beginning of the game.
Our initial plan was to go to Ken Carroll Middle School and test play with the middle schoolers in their social studies classrooms. But unfortunately, due to the coronavirus outbreak, we had to switch gears and start working from home. Despite not being able to collaborate in person, we kept in contact through text and the Zoom app to keep working on our project.
At home, we continued working on how much it would cost to manufacture the game, and we're still working on finalizing the rules and trying to make this game as fun and easy to follow as possible. Our goal is to continue working so that we can donate games when we go back to school in the fall.